Watching Good Day Siouxland with Mallory Smith, Nick Wilson, and meteorologist Victor Perez. From KCAU 9 News, this is Good Day Siouxland.
Good morning. It is 6:45 on this Thursday morning. I'm Mallory Smith.
I'm Nick Wilson.
I'm Victor Perez.
All right, we're almost to Friday. Friday actually is going to be a nice, clearer day than what we're going to be seeing today. Today's more rainier, cloudy.
Yeah, those showers kind of struggling here in Siouxland. You know, we haven't seen too much. There's been some showers in Minnesota, but there's potential for the later morning and the early afternoon for occasional showers, some spotty showers, and maybe a storm or two. Right now, looking out from the KCAU-9 studio camera, looking like traffic has been moving along steadily. Not been much going on this morning as we see the temperatures are still reported pretty warm. Upper 50s and low 60s across the viewing area, with Sioux City one of the warmer spots at 62, 57 in Lamar's and Vermilion, and 59 in Wayne, while Norfolk is at 61. Now, if you're heading out to the Tulip Festival today, might need to bring a little bit of a sweater or just a rain jacket, just in case we see those spotty showers with temperatures in the 70s. Heading out tomorrow, definitely might need that jacket a little bit more with breezier conditions and cooler weather as we see a return to the 70s for Saturday, so it's looking a little bit better. Back to you, too.
Thanks, Victor. Could be a rare opportunity to use a poncho at the Tulip Festival.
Right, I know. I'm trying to go just a dress, but we'll see. We'll see, yeah, if the rain comes down.
Well, President Biden has arrived in Hiroshima, Japan, ahead of the G7 summit. Before the summit begins, he plans to meet privately with Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida. The two leaders are expected to discuss how to strengthen security and economic cooperation between their nations. Before departing for this week's Summit of Global Leaders, Biden told reporters the U.S. plays a significant role in global diplomacy and cooperation.
America's role in the world is vital, especially right now, as we work together with other countries to support Ukraine and take on the challenges that demand international cooperation, and from tackling the climate crisis to strengthening the global economy.
The president's trip abroad has been shortened. He will not be able to visit Australia and Papua New Guinea. He plans to be back in the U.S. on Sunday.
And the president's diplomatic trip to Japan comes as negotiations over the U.S. debt ceiling continue. Biden told reporters while negotiations are a work in progress, federal leaders are agreed on at least one important point.
To be clear, this negotiation is about the outlines of what the budget will look like, not about whether or not we're going to, in fact, pay our debts. The leaders have all agreed we will not default.
Even though an official deal to raise the debt ceiling has yet to be reached, global markets seem optimistic a solution is near as U.S. stocks rallied yesterday and Asian markets opened higher early this morning.
Elsewhere, an update in the case surrounding the Massachusetts National Air Guardsman charged with leaking highly classified military documents online. Prosecutors say the accused leaker's superiors had raised concerns internally on multiple occasions about his handling or viewing of classified information. Justice Department lawyers revealed that new information in court papers urging a magistrate judge to keep the accused leaker behind bars while he awaits trial in the case. Prosecutors say he continued leaking documents even after he was warned by superiors on two separate occasions last year over actions he took related to classified information.
And meanwhile, investigations also continue into several prominent U.S. leaders' handling of classified materials. Now, newly released congressional testimony reports the National Archives has been called more than 80 times since 2010. That was about classified materials found in the papers of former members of Congress and other U.S. officials. Archives officials said most of the calls came from libraries where former members of Congress donated their papers for future research.
Staying in the nation's capital, the 68th Siouxland Washington Conference continues today. During the conference, the Siouxland Chamber of Commerce brings the tri-state area's concerns and priorities to lawmakers. The chamber has already met with some members of the U.S. House and Senate. Barbara Sloniker, the vice president of the chamber, says they're bringing back conversations they've had about trying to work together with members of Congress on issues such as workforce and wastewater infrastructure.
There are several other things too, like Nebraska 35, trying to get that finally 4-laned, outside Sioux City. Things like advocating for year-round Pell Grants to help with higher education. And again, that kind of lends itself to workforce. Also, if we're able to train people.
Today, the chamber will hold meetings with lawmakers like South Dakota Senator John Thune and Nebraska Senator Pete Ricketts.
And here in Siouxland, the Sioux City Metro Bike to Work Day is coming up tomorrow. It's an opportunity to get some exercise, enjoy some outdoors, and take care of the planet. Now, you can bike to work anytime tomorrow, but from 6:30 through 8:30 in the morning, there will be a complimentary breakfast in the Siouxland Chamber of Commerce parking lot. There will also be health and fitness vendors, a chance to win prizes, and even discounts at some downtown restaurants. Now it's time to meet today's stray of the day.
Every day we share a pet picked up by Sioux City Animal Adoption Rescue who's waiting to go home.
This is Hunter, a 1 to 2 year old male Australian Shepherd mix. He weighs about 35 pounds and was found on the 1200 block of Goldie Avenue. The shelter says he's super quiet and gentle and gets along great with people and other dogs. If you know Hunter, please let his owners know that he's at Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue, and Hunter will be available for adoption on the 22nd.
If you lost your pet, you're looking to adopt, or if you'd like to sponsor a pet for adoption, all you got to do is visit the rescue's website. That's at SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com.
And the rescue says they will likely be full within a month, with lots of dogs coming in and the arrival of spring kitten season. So if you are thinking of adopting a pet to the family, now is an especially great time to adopt.
Definitely. And Hunter honestly looks kind of like a dog that I used to have as a kid, so I'm almost getting a little deja vu there for a second.
I have an Australian Shepherd currently, so he's definitely tugging at my heartstrings.
I feel like Hunter's going to go fast, but I can't stop thinking about Teresa there. I know we talked about her yesterday. It is a great time to get a pet, so maybe if you're looking for Teresa, I know she's been hanging around for a second, but Hunter is a cute guy. He looks like he has a little bit of longer fur, though, so I'm hoping he's still...
Yes, they do.
He's able to make it through these warm temperatures.
It's a bit of a relief. The breeze will maybe help move it around a little bit and give him some relief. But we'll see that at least it's not as sunny as it's going to be yesterday. So some of those darker coated dogs, or if you want to wear some black today, won't be as bad. As we'll see that winds across the area are flowing out between 5 and 15 miles per hour. Right now, some stronger winds slightly behind the front that we can see outlined here by where those winds are shifting across the area. Southern airflow ahead of the front and behind that front, we'll see that winds are flowing out more from the west-northwest. As we'll see that the looping radar outlines it as well, as we can see those showers that are developing along the trailing edge of it. Now some showers in Minnesota extending through or by Marshall in the Mankato area, becoming a little bit more robust. So we'll see more rain chances in central and eastern parts of the viewing area through the morning and into the early afternoon. Then afternoon, that front is passed and most of the area sees a brief clear up for the early evening as that front continues on towards the Great Lakes with slightly clearer conditions, as we'll have temperatures that are going to be a little bit warmer with rain accumulation that is going to be dropping. So we'll see that rain accumulation for most of us only a few tenths, with temperatures that rise up into the mid 70s for highs today. And then we'll see temperatures in the 70s, 60s for tomorrow. But we're back to the 70s and even some 80s as we go through the start of next week.
All right, well, now we're going to turn to sports, where the college baseball action continues across Siouxland. Anthony Mitchell has those details in your morning sports wrap.
Good morning, Siouxland. The Wayne Blue Devils remain in pursuit of their 5th baseball state championship in program history, looking to bring home the hardware for the first time since 1979, taking on Roncalli Catholic. The 6th-seeded Blue Devils and number 7 Roncalli Catholic scoreless in the second inning. The Crimson pried up with runners on, and they capitalize. Roncalli Catholic scores the first run of the game to take the lead. Wayne with a chance to answer here. Brooks Kneifel connects with the bases loaded. Outfielder going back to the wall, and it is gone. Grand slam. The Kansas State commit propels the Blue Devils to a 4-1 lead as Wayne defeats Roncalli Catholic 4-2, who advance to force a win and end game for a spot in the Class C title game. In the second game, Wyatt Hikes executes a perfect squeeze button here. Blue Devils going up 4-2 in the top of the 7th inning, but Roncalli Catholic would respond with 3 runs as they complete the 5-4 comeback over Wayne, eliminating the Blue Devils. Wayne finishes with a 17-9 record. The Beavers of Buena Vista have earned an at-large bid to the NCAA Division III tournament, making it back to the tournament for the first time since 2019. The Beavers, who boast a 39 overall record, earned the number 2 seed in the University of Wisconsin lacrosse region after earning the program's second consecutive American Rivers Conference regular season title. The Beavers had 10 players receive all-conference honors, headlined by ARC Pitcher of the Year Morgan Smith, ARC Coach of the Year Steve Eady. The team's nucleus has been together for a while, gearing the Beavers toward the potential to make some noise in the tournament.
I watched these guys, their development over the summer and through the fall, through the winter months. So they put the time in, and they deserve to be where they're at. And now it's just about enjoying, I guess, the benefits of all the hard work coming together.
All the guys coming together, working hard, and as the season's been moving forward, we just keep getting closer and closer. And I think that's just really helped us a lot along the way.
BV's first game will be against a familiar opponent as the Beavers take on number 3 Bethel University. The two squads faced off in a 3-game series back in February. Buena Vista winning 2 of the 3 games. First pitch for the tournament game on Friday at 2:30 p.m. That'll be all for sports. Have a good day, Siouxland.
Now let's take a look at this morning's top stories.
That's what you need to know before you go. New business and housing opportunities continue to pop up in downtown Sioux City, but according to Sioux City Police, the area's homeless population is also on the rise. They say they receive daily calls regarding homeless people being where they shouldn't or causing disruptions to people's lives. A manager at Hardline Coffee is also taking notice of the increase in the local homeless population. She says she wishes there were more efficient ways to help.
I am not equipped to do that as a barista here at a coffee shop, but if I had a phone number I could call of somebody who could help somebody who's having a mental health day, then that would be wonderful.
The president of Hope Street says cities and counties need to do a better job of getting people's lives back on track. Since June of 2019, Hope Street has helped 54 men get off the streets and reintegrate into society.
It's the first day of this year's Orange City Tulip Festival. Mallory is planning to be in Orange City later this morning, reporting live from the festival, and you can catch that at KCAU 9 News at 11:30. Later in the afternoon, our chief meteorologist, Scott Larson, also plans to be at the festival, sharing the weather outlook and giving attendees a chance to share their predictions for our upcoming weather forecast. That means we'll have a guest weather forecast here on Good Day Siouxland tomorrow morning, so be sure to tune in for that.
I'm going to head over there shortly, and hopefully we're going to stay with some drier conditions for hopefully the morning hours when I'm going live, but we'll see about that because I know we are expecting some rain.
There's some scattered showers favored through the late morning, right around midday time and right after it, but it is focused in central and eastern, so we're hoping that maybe you'll miss it, Mallory. We'll see temperatures in the mid-70s for highs today, not getting nearly as warm as yesterday's low 80s, as we'll see the temperatures are going to come down a little bit. We are going from the mid-70s to the mid-60s for the day tomorrow. A little bit clearer with more sunshine as temperatures rise up into the 70s again by Saturday. And then we see a stretch of 80s there running from Sunday through the midweek of next week, with conditions that are going to remain a little bit sunnier until some cloud coverage appears on Wednesday. And then we have more rain and possible showers and storms through next weekend. Now, temperatures are going to be expected to be a little bit cooler for a brief amount of time, but they're also going to be a little bit breezier, so might give you a little bit of relief from some of that heat we've been feeling. But I mean, we're still in May, so it hasn't been as nearly as warm as what we'll be seeing for the next couple of months, huh?
Definitely some relief from the heat, and then it looks like we're getting a little bit of relief from the rain with a stretch of sun.
A little bit of everything in the 9 on 9, plenty of variety.
Nice to see. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good day.